Tuesday already. My goodness, the weeks go by so quick. And it's story time. Today's story time is about driving for Uber and transporting drugs from one state to another. I still drive for Uber. I just don't drive at a certain time. And I know what to look for now. This is when I just started driving a few months. I think I was driving for about a month or two. And I picked up every single passenger. I didn't care what rating they had. I didn't care how low their score was. I just needed the money, and I just wanted to pick up every single passenger. I learned my lesson now, and I know for a fact that I'm not going to pick up every single passenger. The story starts out as, I think it was around like 1:30 in the morning. I was on my way home. I got one request, and I'm like, you know what? I'll take this request. And I live in Philly, and this was in Philly, right? And usually people will order rides for another person, and that's not an issue. So this was the issue. Somebody ordered a ride for another passenger. So this person was from New Jersey. They ordered the ride, but the person that got in the car lives in Philly. So these two couple, this guy and a girl get in the car, I get in my backseat. I said the person's name. So I'm assuming that they were just dropping off the girl or the guy in New Jersey, and one of them were just coming back. And usually around like 1:30 in the morning, you know, especially if you have a couple in the back, I usually don't ask a lot of questions. I usually just ask them how their day was or how their night was, and that's about it. Because most people at that time are tired and they just want to go home. It's not like when you have a passenger during the day, like around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm driving, right? And after like 5 to 10 minutes, I start hearing paper, and I know what money sounds like, right? So I'm like, all right, he's counting money behind me. Then I start noticing behind me on my left side that he's actually trying to hide something. That's not a good sign. So either he's trying to hide money or he's trying to hide drugs. Because he's literally leaning on my side, the left side, and bending down so I can't see it through the rearview mirror. So I'm like, he must have drugs. He probably has drugs. So he said, oh, you know, I'm just delivering some medication for a friend of mine. He said something about medication, so I was like, okay, medication. When he said that, I wanted to cancel the ride. I remember going across the bridge into New Jersey, just sweating. We're driving through this small town, quiet town. There's no cars in sight. I'm thinking to myself, if I get stopped, oh my goodness, this is it for me. Because the thing is, like, yeah, I can prove the fact that it's not my drugs. Because most likely he's gonna hide everything in my car, under the seat or between the cushions or something, if he makes us get out of the car so he can search the vehicle. So we get to the customer's house, the person that ordered the Uber for these two people, right? He was like, I'll be right back. She's standing outside. He jumps out the car, gives her what she had to give her. Then he got back right in the car and was like, we're good. Then I hear him counting money again. The only thing I wanted to do was to get home. I just wanted to drop them off, give her a bad rating, because it's really so messed up to actually have an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, or someone that you have no idea who that person is to deliver something that's illegal. You know, jeopardizing my life and my license and my family and my freedom for something because you want something. The first part is good. I'm happy because the first part is over. We crossed the bridge, got to New Jersey, delivered the drugs he wanted to deliver. Then I get towards the bridge. Then I see a police officer. And I'm like, oh, please do not stop me. And most likely they will never stop you. 99% of the time, they're just there for an emergency. That's about it. We got over the bridge into Philly, and I was just like happy. I was just so happy we just made it this far. I dropped them off, gave her like a 1-star, and that's it. One lesson I did learn is keep a dash cam in your car. That's the best option I can say for anybody. That's how I'm doing it right now, to cover my ass, to cover just in case anything happens. What I usually do is, if I see a person that doesn't match the description or doesn't match the picture, I do not pick them up. I refuse to pick them up. If you order a ride through me for someone else, I'm sorry, I will not pick that person up, because I'm not jeopardizing my life or my health or anything, because that happened way too many times. You know, I pick up a passenger that's named like Karen, and I get there and it's a dude. I don't know who this person is. This person not even screened through Uber and Lyft. But thank you for watching Storytime Tuesday. If you want to see more, check out the rest of my videos, and I'll see you next time on the channel.